Hi. I'm making oh my god. It's really hard to I have used to watch my own face when I'm making video, and now I had to look there where I know the hole is in that, where you are in that camera. So I try to focus there. But yeah, hi. I have been... What's that? Oh, that's raindrops. There's snow, and the weather is getting warmer, and there's water drops from the roof, coming from the roof just right now when I started to make this video. This existence, this universe is really funny because maybe this is quite a good example for this video. So I'm Marketa, hi, and I'm speaking about spiritual awakening and remembering our true self. And so far I have noticed that that we are not only these bodies, that we are awareness, that's our true nature, but still we have these bodies, but we are not these identities, but the separate self, the ego, still is here. And I have noticed that the ego, what I happen to have, is really, really, really negative. So negative, and it has really been bothering. I know that it's the mind. When I'm just still in this present moment without thinking, everything is good. I have been starting to notice that the thoughts kind of create another layer, and feelings create another layer, and that what there really is right now here. I'm just making this video and drinking this coffee. Did I already told that I have been planning many hours to make this video, but I just didn't get to start doing that. And when I now started to come that noise of rain, it's like there came the feeling and thought in mind that, of course, because I started to make this video, then the universe is trying to stop me from making that. It's that negativity. There comes some distractions, but yeah, but it stopped. There's not anymore that sound. I don't know, did you even hear that? But yeah. I'm sorry, I really feel bothered about that. New camera setting, because it's so hard to watch to the camera, not my own face from the front camera. I'm using a phone to shoot this. Yeah, but then I was speaking about that negativity. So the separate self, it seems to be really negative, I think, because it seems to be it's a survival mechanism. So it kind of looks, the mind is looking for all the negative things just to keep you or me safe. And I think the negativity is that. And then, because I also have started to notice that we really don't have free will in the ultimate level, that the existence is happening just the way it is happening, but if we see it through our thoughts or feelings, we get quite a different experience. That's why it seems that many times things are okay in this moment. Not always. There is things happening, and I'm only sharing my own experiences, and I don't want to undermine at all what your story is, because this awakening thing is a thing that it many times is quite a lot of suffering because of the ego. But there's a positive side that the suffering makes to find solution for that, and it leads to spiritual experiences or spiritual knowledge. Teachers show up and that kind of things. But yeah, so am I starting to get more positive mindset now? Because I'm looking for the good things. It is like that. There many times even there is such bad things what the mind tells that something what is happening is bad, and when you look backwards you notice that it has been actually a blessing many times. But yeah, about that negativity, and then there came, if we don't have free will and the world just flows the way it goes, and the mind puts a story on it, and there's what's happening, and then there's a story in the mind what is happening, and then there's the feelings what is happening. And there came a YouTube video showed up for me, and it was about positive psychology. How can I say it in English? Sorry, I can't say it right, but yeah. And then it came again, that thing that this Marketta character has been so negative inside, and I thought that maybe I could really benefit from checking something about positive psychology. Now I start to get it, psychology. And then there were a man speaking about that positivity, and I noticed my ego mind was like, like F you. It was so angry. It was so angry. So I felt like there's a little child inside, like I have tried to do everything what is fun and what I like, and the man kept telling that you should do what you like and people pay you for that, and it exchanges for money. It was really triggering. It was like, I have tried that so much. Works for some, works not for some. And yeah, that's what the mind is doing. That's what the ego is doing. But the positive psychology, I think that it was like that there is the negative side and then there's the positive side. It's the duality, and it's not about being only in the positive side, just being always happy. If that man for me felt like it was like totally he wasn't. There is the thing. It felt from my feelings and my mind is trying to create a story that the man was on the side of the positive and just ignored and bypassed all the negative and suffering and bad things. That's the story and the feeling that my mind is now telling, the ego is telling. But if I look that closely, actually the man in the video was telling that you can't trust. It doesn't mean that you need to ignore what is happening, and you don't have to ignore the negative, and you don't have to be hyper positive. And it actually made sense. But the emotional reaction and the story came from the ego, that it was really triggering, really annoying, and it started to tell that the man was on the side that bypassing all the negativity, but actually he wasn't. He didn't say that. So what really was in that now moment then? It wasn't what was happening. The mind was telling old story based on the, what's the word? Conditioning to the negativity. And I think it wanted to keep that, what has been its way to be. So I am really not sure am I going to publish this video. I had an idea I'm going to make some video about recognizing your true nature and noticing that the personality is just a story and we are emptiness, but we are also the form, or it appears so. But now this video came actually lived express about how the mind works and this reaction, what happens. So what I want to tell now about this, like what I have been noticing, is that just to look this moment, what really is happening right now, and then being aware what the mind, meaning thought, the mind is same than thought. There comes thoughts, there comes thought after thought after thought. We say that it's thinking, that it is mind, but there are thoughts that appear in awareness, just like everything appears in awareness, and it's made of awareness because we are only aware. So there's something what we are aware, and then usually all is good in that many times, and then there comes a thought what starts to tell some story, and there comes emotions, feelings, sensations, and then I felt I was like full panic mode. So I got interrupted. I didn't got interrupted. My son got home the video. So I continue, but I get a treat. My kid had baked some brownies, and I got a brownie. So that's quite nice, actually. Grateful. Yeah, the universe is taking care of us. Yeah, but what I was speaking about was that we oftentimes, what I have really started to notice is that there is something which is right now here, and the mind is telling a story about it. There comes thoughts and there comes feelings, and they are based something from the past, some reaction. And for me it felt like there was coming feelings like full panic, and yeah, I don't know, they're in the mind somehow, or in the body, nervous system. I don't know how does it really work, but this moment is often quite peaceful if you don't go to the thoughts about past or thoughts about future, and just start noticing, being aware about what those thoughts are telling, and aware of those sensations and feelings. So it starts to open up how this thing is created, and how the ego is a survival mechanism created as a child. The mind has started to protect itself. So it seems we see the world through our own lens, our conditioning, and we don't see what really is here. I think we see it always through somehow, through the conditioning and learning and past experiences. Yeah. This is a mystery. Yeah, there are teachings. There is only now and there is no past. And yeah, if there is, we are the screen and there is awareness, and it's quite logical that it always takes a new form. So there is no past, but it still feels that there's some kind of story unfolding. And when you really start to notice those thoughts and reactions and what the senses are telling, and just checking, do they fit together, or it kind of starts opening that. There comes more peace. There comes more awareness. I could say there comes more awareness. And it feels that it makes being easier. I have no idea about this video what came, so I'm gonna watch it, and if I publish it then I publish it, but I'm not sure at all, because there was emotional reaction going on making that video, and that might be that in this body-mind's conditioning, showing those emotions, emotional reactions is not allowed. Should always be calm. Nice. Yeah, use it like that. But I start to eat this brownie, and I love you so much. I think we are all here in this path, just waking up to our true nature, and we are all one, so we are all here together. So thank you for being there, and I really do love you so much. See you. Bye.